I gotta tell you something. These little books are not gonna get you very far. These are full of the best things that these candidates want to say about themselves. They write these. So, like, here in San Diego for mayor, those two dudes wrote this. So any of the, like, backhanded stuff you would see on political ads, any of the, like, back end of who these people support and who they're supported by does not exist within these little books. That's information that you have to find online or from a friend or from somebody like me. When you get your ballot, right, there's this thing called down the ticket voting, which is if you are a Democrat and you agree with everything that the Democratic platform stands for, like all the way, then maybe the easiest way for you to vote is to just vote for Democrats down the ticket. Every single person that is a Democrat, you fill in your little bubble for that person. Likewise, if you're a Republican. That's one way. Down the ticket voting is what a lot of people do to help make voting easier, right? And if you are aligned with the agenda of a party, not an individual person, then that's kind of an easy way to do it all at once. Down the ticket voting probably won't work for you if you are the type of person who feels a little bit more moderate, a little bit more independent, and like you have differences in value with all of the main platforms of a single party. Like maybe you feel a little bit more left on this thing and a little bit more right on that thing, and you want to be more cautious and more intentional about who you're putting into office. A good way to get a sense of how you feel about a particular issue and how you should vote on it is ask the people around you who you trust and who you know well. If you have a friend around you who like works somewhere within the local government, right? You have a friend around you who's a nurse. You have a friend around you who's a teacher. You have a friend around you who works in a factory. You have a friend around you who is a small business owner. If you trust these people, can ask them, hey, how did you vote on this? And if they're a person who does their civic duty and takes on the responsibility of like making sure that they do these things with intention and with seriousness, then that person may tell you how they voted on that measure or that proposition or whatever it may be. And you can use your associations of what you know about that person and what you know their values to be to see if it aligns with you. But if you say, for example, my friend who works in healthcare voted yes on this one. She really stands for health policy and equal access to healthcare for everybody. I trust her to, within the work that she does, have enough awareness of what this does and what it means for the people like her who it's going to impact, that I can trust her judgment on it. And I know that my values align enough with her values that that's an easy way that I can start to determine whether or not that's something that I want to vote on and how I feel about the way that I'm voting for it. Because these propositions are written to confuse you. They are meant to be difficult to understand. And as unsettling as that is the point. Because the people backing them often have a lot of money and have a political agenda that we don't see in the little booklets. So it's important to ask yourself and find the context to all of these questions as you're voting. Try to understand the context with every decision that you make politically, every chance you have to exercise your vote. And if you're not sure, you can always ask me. It is my pleasure to provide context to any question you may have. Text ASK to the number below to sign up for text.